Hey guys, it's David, back again with another video. I wanted to start today's video off by talking about the giveaway that I had 2 videos ago for my brand that I just started, Acne Studios. The giveaway is now over, unfortunately. The winners have been contacted. Super cool to be able to do that, you know, like thinking about the amount of times I've entered in shit and lost, like to be able to actually give that to somebody now is super awesome. And to anyone who didn't win, I wish I could give you something. Like, fuck. Anyone who commented on that video, I would give you something if I had the funds to do it, I swear. But, you know, thank you guys so much. It really means the world to me. I'm working my butt off on this brand, so to have anyone take their time to check it out or think that they want anything from it is amazing. So, but also, with that video, I also had another giveaway that is still going on. So anybody who purchases one of like the mass garments, so that includes like the jeans, the flannels, jackets. The only thing it pretty much doesn't include is like the t-shirts. I'm still going to be giving away a sample t-shirt with anyone who purchased one of those items. All you pretty much have to do is just once you make the purchase, just DM me on my Instagram, which is somewhere below here. Let me know, you know, to verify the purchase or whatever, and whatever size you want, and I will put that in your package. So now that that's out of the way, I had said in my last video that I wanted to essentially recreate my first video I ever made on YouTube, where I talk about like my favorite pieces in my collection, and I was like, damn, that's gonna be like a fresh idea, like it'd be so cool to do that again. And then like I went in my closet that night after kind of just blindly saying it almost, and I was like, fuck, I really don't have like the crazy shit that I used to have in my closet. But regardless, I definitely still have what I think are some really cool pieces. Not quite like as rare, you know, as some of those like raft pieces I used to have and things like that. But regardless, I have some stuff I want to show today. A bunch of different stuff. Shoes, pants, jeans, accessories, t-shirts. Yeah, so I mean, some of the stuff I think I've maybe shown before, but actually the majority of it I have not, which is kind of surprising to me. But without further ado, let's get into some of the pieces. Alright, so the first piece I'm going to be talking about is one of the t-shirts, which is really kind of like one of the last main like designer t-shirt pieces that I have in my collection, which is kind of nuts. But I've actually had a picture of me like on my Instagram before wearing this. This is like a sample runway piece from a brand called Owens, which is a New York based brand. It's mostly all women's wear, and what I always thought was women's wear, and to be honest, this could be women's wear. Definitely doesn't fit like it, but it's this crazy awesome super lightweight pink, like it's kind of like a salmon-y pink t-shirt. But the main thing that got me was the graphic and the text. It says, fuck, ding ding, the bitch is dead. The fuck else does it say? Everyone else knew that she was an airhead, and now she's got a hole in her head to prove it. So I just thought like the print, like just what it says was like super funny and awesome. And I got this for a super good steal on Grailed. I think I paid either $50 or $60 for it. But it's super cool because like the actual tag is like actually just like written in Sharpie, and like it almost seems like there's just like one little stitch that actually holds it on there. But this fits pretty big. I mean, the only reason why it fits me a little bit better is just because it's so lightweight, but it's pretty huge. But yeah, super awesome piece, sample runway piece. I'm pretty sure they probably actually wrote this tag themselves. So for 60 bucks, super awesome deal. So Owens, pink, the bitch is dead t-shirt. So for the second t-shirt, this is actually probably my favorite and rarest, I guess, of like my more vintage tees. This is I believe it's, yeah, 1998 Resurrection Tour t-shirt from the band Bauhaus. Bauhaus is like, their main like prime era was like late 70s, mostly 80s, but they're like a post-punk band, kind of like a Joy Division-esque, super, super cool music. And what's actually really cool about this print is I actually found out about this band from a Raf Simons collection, Spring Summer 2003, which is one of his most famous collections. That's like probably the one that, if you're kind of getting into Raf, it's like the first one you kind of probably learned about. But he actually used this exact same print on, the t-shirt is actually the same print here. I believe the New Kids ink, which is the text that goes with it, I believe it's underneath. But that's where I actually found out about this, because I saw the print and I was like, wow, like, you know, I love the Raf t-shirt. And then I was on Grailed, I think this was probably a little bit over a year ago, and I found this and I was like, fuck, isn't that the same Raf one? And then I looked into it, found out about the band, listened to the music, and I was like, oh shit. And then once I kind of realized that I actually like the music too, which it's not that important. If you like a graphic tee, you don't need to love the band. but I really liked it, so I was like, all right, I'll pull the trigger. This was a little bit more expensive, especially for me. I don't pay a lot for vintage tees. I have so many thrift stores around me, I just don't need to. But I believe this was $90, which I don't think I would ever spend again on a vintage tee, but for this, in a pretty rare size, there's quite a bit of cracking on the print, and the back as well, but super, super awesome piece. And it's like, it's just weird to think that like he would literally have the exact same print and most people wouldn't even know. And it's only about a 5-year difference between when this graphic would have been made to when Raph would have taken it and used it for his own purposes. So Bauhaus 1998, Raph Simmons inspired t-shirt. All right, so the next piece is actually, it's the only belt I own, and it's actually like low-key the only belt I've owned for like 5+ years now. But it's this Mason Martin Margiela belt, who's by far my favorite designer. It's a pretty simple black belt, you know, at a first glance. The leather is really great. You know, it's warped a lot from over years of wear, but it's like super like wide grain, like pebbled leather. But the coolest part about it that makes it Margiela is that the buckle, it's upside down. So it's kind of annoying. You know, at first it was really annoying, but now I'm so used to it. But like when you go to put it on, like normally it would be the opposite direction. So it actually pulls down. So it's a super, it's weird. It's a really, really strange belt, and maybe I'll try and show a picture of it on. But man, yeah, I absolutely love this thing. And I actually thought I left it in New York on my last trip, and I literally could have cried. I was so upset about it. But yeah, super awesome. The way it buckles, yeah, super fucking weird, but I mean, that's what's made Margiela Margiela for the entirety of his career. So Mason Martin Margiela upside down belt. All right, so for the next accessory, I'd actually worn this in one of my previous videos, but I really don't believe I talked about it. It's a very strange thing, but it's an armband, and this is by No. 9, and pretty simple, but it has this awesome text that I love, screen printed. It just says, "There's no place like alone," which is obviously like a spin on it. There's no place like home. But I really, really love this. I mean, I really don't ever wear it, because it's strange. I mean, you're supposed to kind of put it up here, like on like a sleeve, or you could even put it like on like the leg of your pant. But I've almost had it more as like a decoration in my room, because, you know, I've always loved No. 9, but for the most part, I just never can find anything that fits me, so I've kind of just had to enjoy from afar. But a super cool piece, no place like alone, No. 9 armband. All right, so right here, this is by far my absolute favorite piece in my closet. Has been for, probably 3+ years now, since the first day I bought them, is these Mason Martin Margiela boots. These things are honestly pretty fucking gross at this point. I have really beaten the absolute living shit out of these boots. Like the bottoms, like I can't even front, this is kind of embarrassing to show, but like this is the bottoms of them now. The wood is completely like sogged out from walking in the rain, it's cracking. I really need to get these things repaired, but these have been my favorite boots for so long now. They look good with literally anything. You could wear them with skinny pants, wide pants, I've worn them with shorts, bro. I don't care. But yeah, I mean, square toe boot also, which is very hard to find nowadays. People don't really make them like they used to anymore. And you can see, like, it probably would have been cool of me to like clean them before. I actually haven't worn them in a little bit, because on my last trip to New York, I got stuck in the rain for like 4 hours and I was wearing these, and the wood now is really bad. I need to get whole new soles in the bottom, but Mason Martin Margiela side zip square toe boots. All right, so for the next pair of shoes, these are by far like the coolest fucking boots I have ever bought. I mean, I still love the Margiela ones more, but I've talked about these before in a previous video a while ago, but these are Rick Owens super like blistered up suede military boots. Now, the coolest thing about these to me, and this is kind of funny, is just the price I paid. These retail are very, very expensive. I believe well over $1,000. I mean, maybe not crazy, maybe in like the $1,200 range, but I paid $225 for these brand spanking fucking new. Which is kind of funny because I don't know which one it is, but like the heel tab is popping off, and that was pretty quick after getting, which is kind of shot. But man, these things look super awesome. The color is great. It's like a super worn out brown and just cracks and splits all over the suede. Yeah, I absolutely love these things. I've thought about selling them a few times because I don't wear them as much as I would really like to. But yeah, man, Rick Owens suede military boots. So now we have a pair of pants. I believe maybe I've talked about these before in a video, but I've never showcased them. These are the Acne Studios. I believe they're called the Friday sweatpants, It's a super awesome, more of like a kind of athletic-y wear sweatpant, but man, they fit super great. They have like to a certain degree, a pleat, but it's more sewn in. It's not quite as, it's a little bit different. But it runs down the whole front of each leg, and then on the back you have like a zipper closed pocket with a super cool little tab. But man, these things, for me, they've passed as dress pants like so many times. Because I used to hate dress pants. Now I actually love them and they're a huge part of my wardrobe, but used to fucking hate them. And these were like my low-key thing that people would just assume I was wearing a nice pair of pants, but they're actually just sweatpants. You know, they have like a fleece lining that's super soft and comfortable. But a funny story about these is I got these from a website called Toto Kylo. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This was probably about 3 years ago, and I actually ended up finessing these for free, which is weird, but I had bought a pair of Rick Owens cargo trousers and paid for them, everything, and for some reason they just didn't come, and I'm just like, okay, you know, haven't got any tracking, and it's been about a week with no tracking or anything, so I just emailed them asking like, hey, you know, I made this order, is there any update on the shipping? And they just replied right away and were like, oh my gosh, we're so sorry, we're out of stock of those, we never contacted you, here's like $100 gift card. And I'm like, okay, like fuck. You could have just been like, hey, we're sorry. And I'm like, oh, you know, that's totally fine. Just, you know, get my refund and call it a day. Got a refund and got $100. So these actually ended up getting super discounted at that time. I believe the price on these was only like 70 or 80 bucks. So picked these up. I don't remember what else I ever used the rest of that gift card for, but super awesome. Acne Studios, I believe, Friday sweatpants. So for the last pair of pants, I actually showcased these semi-recently in a video a few months ago, but these are still the fucking coolest things I've ever bought. I thought about selling them recently just because, you know, I paid quite a bit of money for them and they're worth quite a bit of money, but they are these Faith Connexion, ridiculous fold-over cargo pocket jeans. Like, oh, these are so fucking cool. Like, just looking at the details and how like the pockets zip, unzip, they expand out. So like if I unzip this right here, which I will do right now, you can see that it expands out so that you can fit fucking anything in these pockets. And then the waistband, which is how you really wear it, it folds down like this and you'll wear it slightly unzipped. So then they'll wear more like this. And they have like an apron that wraps around the whole fucking back. And then like the ankle is like super tapered if you can't tell. But it's absolutely nuts, and they're really short. They sit like right, if I wear like those Margiela boots I showed, they sit pretty much right at the top of those boots. But yeah, I absolutely love these things. The retail on these was fucking disgusting. The retail was, I think, $1,790, which is just fucking stupid. These are really, really cool, well-made pants, and Faith Connexion is an awesome brand, but my God. But I actually only paid the stupid deal on barneyswarehouse.com, which if you don't use, seriously use, they have ridiculous prices. I paid $269 for these, I believe, maybe less. Free shipping, yeah, man, absolutely nuts. Faith Connexion, I don't even know what to call these, just absolute grail pants. All right, so that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the pieces that I had to show. I know there's maybe not quite as much crazy shit as the first one I ever made, but I still think after kind of looking at it now after recording this video, I still got some pretty cool shit. I got some other stuff in the closet too that, you know, I've showed before that, you know, I just didn't figure I needed to show again, but yeah, man. This is probably the last of like the crazy designer shit I'll ever have. You know, if I start maybe making some money or doing something, maybe I will again, but for the most part, it's pretty much thrifted shit from now on, and the occasional piece mixed in within. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. You know, again, make sure you go check out my brand's website, mask-studio.com. Take a look at some of the stuff I'm making. I should be having some new product up probably the day this video actually goes on. So make sure you go check those out, and probably be back with another video by the end of the week. So thanks for watching. Peace.